Hi, my name is Deja Garland, and today I will be talking about why running isn't an effective punishment and things that coaches could do as alternatives. The first thing that coaches could do is to treat running as a necessity. And what I mean by this is if you have athletes in the mindset that this is something they have to do, because if you do sports, like most people do on this campus, you have to be in shape to do it. You have to get the running over with, and even though sometimes it might hurt or it might be dreadful, you might not really want to, when you see it as something that this is going to make me better, this is going to make me do the best that I can, give the best performance, your mindset is better, and usually the practice will go better, which will ultimately lead to better performances. The second thing I feel like coaches should do is to find other punishment methods. Treating running as a punishment can induce anxiety in athletes. It can also cause them to have self-doubts. Doing things like wall sits, push-ups are more effective because it will make discipline higher in the team, because nobody wants to do push-ups or wall sits, especially when you have to do it as a team effort. And it'll also, like I said, increase performance ability. The third thing I feel like coaches should do is to change how athletes look at running. This kind of goes into tying with the first point as well, because when you treat running as a necessity instead of as punishment, it'll change the mindset of your athletes. Instead of being like, I'm scared to go to practice, I have extreme anxiety, and not really practicing as good because you let that overwhelm you, it'll start to turn into encouragement. It'll start to be like, oh, I got through this workout today, I'm so proud of myself, and not doubting yourself. I know personally, when I was in high school, I used to play basketball, and my coach, we would have to do this thing called the ladder every day. It's like a down and back type of thing. We do 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and then you go back down. And we would do that every day timed. And although at first it was like we would all dread it, it would be like annoying, eventually everybody started to look at it as, this is what we have to do on these days. We know we have to do it. We know it's going to make us better. And so it was just kind of like annoying, but everybody's mindset started to change and it became more effective. My coach at the time, would use punishment things like team wall sits, team push-ups. Running was never used as a punishment, so to say. And so it changed my outlook on how I look on running now. Instead of looking at it as something that I'm terrified and I have super high anxiety to go do, I look at it as something like I have to do it to get in shape and to be better. And yeah. So running isn't an effective punishment, and I feel like coaches should really change their mindset. I'm very sorry that this speech has been turned in late. It has been a really, really rough weekend mentally for me. And I've tried to email you, Mr. Garrett, a few times, and it won't send on my personal email or on my school email. If there's any way that you can contact me and we can talk about it, that would be greatly appreciated. But thank you for listening if you've listened this far, and yeah.